Alright, tonight we're gonna continue to build this 2024 Chinese New Year set. So it's actually pretty late and I'm determined to finish the build tonight. Let's see if I can continue and stay on. So, let's just get started. So yesterday I got up to bag number 5. So we're gonna start with bag 6 today. I think it's the last part of book 1. So just get book 1 out and I haven't set up the table yet. I just got the camera set up, so let's see how quickly I can resume the building. So I've got the stickers here, the instruction booklet, and then grab bag 6. So bag 6 should be really small. It's actually, we're going to build the flower shop just right in front of the restaurant. And there's one minifigure in this. Just need to kind of make it more comfortable for myself first. So yesterday it took about 2 hours to get to the point we at. We'll see how it goes today. Because if it takes another 2 hours, I think that would take me through probably 2 a.m. in the morning. Luckily, it's Sunday tomorrow, but being a typical person, even it's Sunday, there are quite a few things to do on Sunday. It's not like I can just sleep in through the day. But anyway, let's just see how it goes for this. Don't really have anything that I want to start to chat about, just because there are various things that happen. Not really in the in the right mood. So what's best thing to do other than building the set that I really want. This is probably one of the most wanted set for me. Well, at least for the the 2024 wave of Lego sets. You might already notice, my voice a bit trembling. I think this slightly, different mood tonight. But here's another cool minifigure with a new torso. And then we've got still small things to build. Hopefully this spec doesn't take too long. I think just finding the piece quick and getting it built quickly will be the challenge for me. It's pretty much the same every day. I do feel there's likely much more dead air tonight. There's another sticker for the decoration. Pretty much some writing to wish people good fortune. Very typical. And yeah, applying stickers. It's not fun when you're a bit sleepy. So this is just things that kind of apply to the side of the building. Overall, I think the building looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me some of the actual restaurant that you see in movies, or actual restaurant in the region, or even some Chinese restaurant in New Zealand as well. So it's actually pretty good looking set. But I'll have a I guess more detailed review of the set after I finish building the set. That would be a separate video, of course, because lots of people that want to watch the review really just want to see the details of the set rather than see me building the set and talking about stuff that's even not related to the set as well. Yeah, I think it also brings out another challenge for me. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm trying to have the video of me kind of building and kind of it's like imagine myself building set with some friends, right? And more like, hey, what are you going to discuss? Of course, you're going to discuss some of the stuff, not necessarily relate to the set, but sometimes even in person with friends, like um, even you guys enjoying the same hobbies, right? There are always time where you just end up focused and just doing what matters and not talking at all. There won't be any music. It's just like, hey, just being there and do things. Um, so yeah, but as a new person watching people do stuff that probably not that interesting. But hey, this is, as I mentioned yesterday, is an experiment. Um, so regardless of the result, I'm gonna try to continue with this for a while before I decide whether I should scrap this format and resume just focusing on um, doing review and other um, contents related to my hobby. Um, I don't know if I want to continue to do speed build. I think doing speed build is fine. Those video actually perform quite well as well. Uh, but the thing is, if I really want to purely focus on speed build, then it has to focus on the camera need to focus on the set, so that a bit more effort. I'm not saying that I don't want to put in the effort. It's more like it's a different kind of effort. If I use this setup, probably it's not as physically demanding as the previous speed build video, but we'll see what happens. Because doing this type of video, there are lots of conversation happen. It's actually pretty good because it sometimes um, create some clips for a shorter form of video across like multiple social media. So it's actually it's good, but it's problem is that I often forget exactly when certain conversation occurs, so I couldn't pick out the clip on the interesting conversation and end up spending hours just to look for that particular moment. Like yesterday video, I recall that I have some interesting opinion on the prioritization of spending money, but unfortunately I forgot exactly the timestamp. Like original intention is to have that clipped out and have a short video on that, but I have to give it up just because unexpected things happen today. End up start building at 11 p.m. And if I really want to finish building this today, because it's my only chance to finish it um, before the end of the year and get the in-depth review out as soon as possible. Um, yeah, I think after this I should just drop any intention of getting things done by a certain time, because that actually put on a lot of stress that kind of defeat the purpose of the intention of these videos. But anyway, we are building some flower pots. I think it's just the display stand of the flowers that the merchant is selling, and this quite unique because you haven't you what is the right word? So this is not something that being I guess using the same design in previous builds, so it's always you know refreshing to build something like this. And this one is a bit hard to put into places. It's actually a pretty interesting build, to be honest, but it's get loose quite easily. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe. It's quite hard to put into the pot. Um, and they're using this little stem piece to create a little flower lump. But because it's like really short on this connection here, so like unless you press it really hard, even you press it really hard, depending on how you push it in, it still uh, fall out quite easily. And the other thing is that this flower piece here, there's an update to it, so there's a little hole in the middle rather than just the flower piece itself. It allows you to add some other pieces on top of it to create a different kind of flowers. Not sure if it's a good thing or bad thing because the original one, if it's just the flower itself and without the hole, it looks pretty nice. But if you don't have anything at top on top of it, then that might looks a bit unnatural with the holes being visible. That's just my opinion. But the flower pot here itself is looking pretty nice with all the different colors. And yesterday video was about 2 hours, so I think this one will probably take similar time. And look at the speed that I'm progressing, it might going to take the same time, but really have to finish this today. So can't really show you here, but we'll probably show you all later on. But it's kind of happened in front of the wall here, so you probably can't see me putting that onto the steps. And yeah, so this probably is going to be one of the criticism of the set, because that flower on the pink flower on that short stem really so it's not really secure, so and it's not easy to have this put in, and it keeps falling down, so that's not good enough, I guess. This is I think I wonder how you can make it better, because like the connection itself is really short, so it doesn't really secure on the stem. Anyway, that part is done. Now we need to view the shading part. The fact that I'm not talking really fluently today might have a negative impact on the overall video, but yeah, I have my reason. Sometimes happen you have a good day and you have a bad day, and today is probably a bad day, but I think it's fine as long as I focus in building the set. Uh, that should be okay. I just need to speed up a little bit. And, once it's done, then we're moving on to the second booklet, and which is the second level. Um, it's not as big as the ground level, although there are a lot more little details, I'd say, on the second and top level. So it's actually pretty cool, or pretty nice color combination. So if you face this way, and then we need to do this. Yeah, I'm shaking right now because I think the pressure on trying to get this done tonight. And although I fully charge all my equipments, I still have the worry of it not lasting the full length. Um, and here's another mistake again. It's like I thought it's gonna be the same step. But yeah, don't assume, when you build things symmetrical, that the both sides have the exact same build. This is where I make the mistake this time. Making mistake is really not helping at all. I wonder why it looks like this. Could it be? Okay. We'll figure it out when we finish whether it looks alright, is by looking at the instructions inside. You know, I got it wrong. We'll find out if I got it right or got it wrong. We'll see. And the thing with the instruction, like with this one, is like because it's kind of shown in an angle, so it's hard to say if you got all the angle right. And I know what's wrong because I used the wrong pole. I'm supposed to use the gray one. That's why I thought, hey, how come it doesn't make any sense? Because I used the wrong one with a different name. That's why it doesn't match. And good that I notice it now. But I should have noticed this a bit more earlier. Now it fixed and looks proper. Okay. Just need to have it in the right place. And that's how it connects to. Right. Seems okay now. And then there's a lot more small view happening right now. So just need to figure out the right angle. Just trying to look for the pieces. And having a bad day like this always makes me think, hey, I should just put some background music on, and that will allow me to concentrate building. But yeah, so this file is not secure. It's just put into the container. So when you move the set around, just need to be careful. Otherwise, stuff will fall out. And now we're kind of building stuff in front of the entrance. The funny thing is, even a small bag like this, sometimes it just takes a lot more time just because of the little pieces that you need to put together. I think, it's not like it's difficult. It's more to do with the fact that you're not sure if getting it right the first time. Because if you're sure that you're right, then it's very unlikely that you will try to slow down and try to reaffirm that you got it right. It's also to do with the number of mistakes that I made in the past few days. Yeah, that also contributes to me a bit worried that I'm not doing it right. I wonder what's this here. Some of the small decoration, I have no idea what they are, but I think I will once things kind of starting to take shape. I wish there are less things happening, because I think all the little things that you kind of put in front of the shop makes the footpath very narrow. I think that's intentional. It's not supposed to be big modular set where you have a footpath to have the minifigures walking around, because it's just a snapshot of the restaurant. Of course, you can buy some extra and then build or modify and have your own Chinese restaurant with a similar design. So now we've got another new piece here. It's a new uh, peach piece. I don't know. I personally prefer the printed one because I think that looks nicer. I think makes more sense as well. Because this one kind of looking really big. But as with most of the stuff with Lego minifigure or the system scale is that there are lots of molded, whether it's food or whether it's animal. I mean the mold is nice, but then if you think about the actual size, then it makes no sense at all. But it is what it is. It's Lego. It's not supposed to be realistic, especially like the spiders and the ants, right? It's huge. Like imagine like you actually get to live in a Lego world or something like that, and you're afraid of spiders and you encounter a Lego spider, you're gonna be freaked out because of the size of it compared to your body, right? But some big spider. Imagine the web, right? Is probably they probably prey on minifigure. I'm not going to be surprised given the size of those spiders. But anyway, in terms of the Chinese restaurant, so far so good. There's some good things. The so far the things that I kind there's no disappointment so far, but the things that I feel like it can be improved, like those are pretty minor. And this is a pretty cool way to create a roof or cover for a street side merchant. But it's a little bit difficult to push into the pose that it creates. But it's so really nice. Like if you look into here, you can see this is a pretty nice design. This is a file shop that we just put in. Um, and we've got another. Okay, there's a sign on what the merchant is selling. It's basically selling these peaches. I wish this piece is printed. It would be very useful. It's printed. Unfortunately, this one is stickers. There's always the inconsistency I already mentioned before. Like for example, in Monkey Kids, right, the takeaway box is actually printed, but there are lots of other things that are stickers, which like it's like, hey, if you have that printed, why you make sticker for this one? Anyway, we finished book one, so we're gonna move on to book number two, which is bag number 7, and pretty much the first level is done. I think there's still some additional decoration. I think that will be involved in when we start building the second level. But so far, it's actually pretty cool. I'll just put this aside because we're now going to build the second level, which is track number 7. And I think this past 10-12 minutes. So it's actually a pretty good pace. Not as quick as some of the speed yesterday, or me just building and not talking. But yeah, and I also find the conversation a bit repetitive compared to yesterday one, because my focus has been trying to get this finished and built within a certain time frame. So the conversation always revolves around whether I'm building quick enough or whether I'm building too slow, or something like that, making mistakes. Um, and if I really want to continue to make videos this style, I better have like better conversation or build much more quickly. So this is another little kid minifigure with a red pocket on his hand. So it's the same thing, uh, same one the little girl we built yesterday. He has a very Asian style hairstyle. This might be a bit racist, but hey, I'm Asian. I can talk anything about Asian anyway. It's a pretty cool minifigure. There's nothing new on this minifigure. The torso is being used in other set um, already. I just need to check out which side this. Okay, so should be facing this way. Yeah, I'm still having the obsessive behavior anyway. So I think it's gonna be like this. And you might say I'm crazy, like you can't really see underneath what's the point of having all this alignment. That's the problem with having obsessive behavior when building Lego. It's like, yeah, even the parts that you can't see, you still want it to be aligned perfectly. um, that's my problem with building Lego. Did I got the wrong color? Damn, I think I did, and hopefully I don't break the piece when I try to take it apart. um, at least I figured out that I got the wrong color now, rather than later. And yeah, it's like fooling myself, right? It's like, yeah, I want this to be aligned, but anyway, later on, when I make a mistake and things not aligned again, then I just carry on as it is rather than pulling it apart. So I'm not having extreme obsessive behavior, just probably some. Um, and the fact that I'm trying to cope with things not being aligned perfectly, that also help a little bit. Otherwise, um, it's going to be very very lengthy build. But to be honest, what is the right way of should the Lego logo facing is really up to you, right? I personally like that when I facing the set, I see the Lego um, logo facing the right direction to me. And then when I mean, it's hard to describe, I think, in words, but you probably know what I mean. It's like, hey, the word, when I look into it, I can see the word Lego, and when it's something horizontal, then I would like Lego logo facing that way, and try to get all those aligned properly. So what's this here? What color do I need? I need the brown color one, and yep. Okay. Another moment of dead silence, and I just realized that I built it the wrong direction. Damn it! Now I really have to take it apart, and hopefully not breaking the bricks uh, in the process of it. So Yeah, it's always difficult when you don't see it, like you need to view it upside down. Yeah. Okay, so this piece actually, oh, so this is how you get to the roof. I thought um, that you need to have another stairs to make that happen, or maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what happens. Eh? Yes, is it? Okay. No, actually, this is where the stair comes out. There's nothing to do with level. Second level? Mm, not sure. Let's see. It's always struggle to find the pieces. All right. Few moments of silence because I just don't have anything in my mind to talk about. Really focusing building the sets. I mean, this is just second level. Just the base. I wonder how it gonna looks like when you actually try to build a full modular one. Because I think you want it to have like full level modular, or it's like each level you can half. That's something to think about when I can afford a second set. We'll see. So this is the second level. We're just building the the level of wall. What I might talk about, I don't know. And I think the volume of my speech isn't optimal today. I could try to talk louder, but I don't know if I want to talk louder. And absolutely, every time when I'm being video, I'm very conscious and try to review what I'm doing at the same times. And that's why there's another reason why I try to try this style of video, because it wouldn't stop me and try to retake something. Because sometimes when I try to film the review or some other video that I can do multiple takes, and I end up spending 20 minutes just for a 30 seconds or 1 minute segment of the whole video. So it's like, hey, like it should be quick. Those, you know, four, 5 minutes video. Actually, those take much longer um, to think. The editing part actually is not that bad because I just, cut out the things that I don't think it's up to, or I don't find interesting. Um, we like people like us doing contents on our own, not for like commercial purpose. It's really hard to find someone to test out a response. It's more like, hey, you have to assume, like, if me myself watching this type of contents, what are the things that I don't want to see. um that's the best we can do. And still this is 7, right? So there's still got 5 more bags to go. While the pace is not as slow as me building the hocus pocus set, it's still not fast enough because it can be faster. There are actually not many things happening. It's just small pieces connect together. Um, and that takes time. It's never, I mean, Lego is never a quick, fast hobby. Because if it's quick and fast, then it probably won't be as popular as now. There are lots of things that you can experience while building it slowly. At least it's not like connecting 200 of the same pieces together. Those are nightmare, to be honest. And usually those pieces are not easy to align the same. Like if you actually measure, like there might be like 1 millimeter misalignment, and you look at it from that sense, and you know, it makes me want to rebuild it again. But that's my saying, even though I'm saying, hey, I love your action on it, but to be honest, a lot of time it's always just talking and never action on something. The same with life in general as well. It's like, hey, I need to save money, or I need to stop spending this much on certain things. But I keep spending, right? Look at this, right? This new set is not cheap. To be honest, I should have saved the money and not buy this. But well, buying this makes me happy. But after enjoy this moment, then I will have a period of not necessarily regret, but kind of upset on, I have not meet my money saving goal, and that exactly happen most of the time, right? It's like, hey, it's supposed something to be enjoyed, then the question is kind of relate back to the prioritization, conversation yesterday. It's like, hey, you prioritize on your hobby, but then, after this, you realize that, hey, you shouldn't be prioritized on this. It's always the conflicts between, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just, the conflicts between the decision A and decision B both have its benefits and also disadvantages. Um, it's never easy if you look back. It's like which one is the right decision. In terms of having a moment of joy, it's probably the right decision to spend it and buy the set, right? But if you think about the right thing to do in life, then saving money in the current climate is probably the better decision. But hey, I would love to have the video made and upload so that get some spike of traffic from YouTube. That would be some nice thing. And where's that missing piece? No, it's not there, so it's not like I missed a piece, but don't tell me there's a missing piece. Don't think so. Let me see that piece. Ah, it's just right here. Again, it's like, hey, you thought you missed a piece, but just right in front of you and just couldn't spot it. Anyway, I wonder what. Oh, this is the dining table. It's pretty high, in my opinion. Okay, that's a high table, like 8-inch scale, I think. That probably looks like a high table. And now we've got all the chairs, the revolving chairs. That's pretty cool. I will just continue to build this. So there's 6 of them because there's 6 family members. and they're all same build, so you can build 6 times. And I think after this, this bag is pretty much done. So it's not a big um, bag, so it doesn't take too long. I think it probably took around 15 minutes rather than 20. So then we move on to bag number 8, and we have 4 bags remaining, which is good in my opinion. Just need to make sure that I got the seat in the right position. Sometimes it's really hard to find the right position because of the area available within the set. So I got everything right, and then now is the barrier of the stairs, because you have to set barriers, otherwise little kids will fall down the crack and they get hurt, and then your restaurant will be closed down by the authority. And to be honest, this is actually a pretty nice restaurant. I don't think you need to expand the interior size in um, even. Oh, am I missing the pieces again? What? Oh, just wrote down here. Anyway, but yeah, it's a pretty nice restaurant. There's some cool designs throughout. Um, and then we just need to have the barrier sorted. And then that's bag 7, and then we can move on to bag number 8. And it's pretty cool so far. And bag number 8 will have the dad singing karaoke. Bag number 8, definitely, I think I can finish this before any battery runs out. This is only 11:43, yeah, so just over 10 minutes for that bag. I only have 4 more to go, so worst case, right, just have a really short video of the living bag. Sorry, the rubbish we'll have to put on the desk in front for the moment. But I think this bag will be quite quick. Unfortunately, the dad doesn't have new torso or new legs, but his head is new. It's a new variant of him. I think he has a new glasses. I like the expression of him winking like this. Definitely, when these parts are available, I would love to get extra. So I'm always a fan of collecting unique minifigure expressions. There's just so much possibility. Even though some of them is very innocent, but I do find a few um, minifigure looks you can create some pretty awkward situation with their facial expressions. But yeah, and I need to look for a white piece, and where the heck is it? It's right here, hidden underneath some other pieces. I think this is just a single karaoke machines, and of course you will need to have sticker for it. I'll just get the screen up here. can apply the stick is, I think he's singing some New Year songs. I don't think, to be honest, in reality, I don't think anyone will sing New Year's song on a karaoke machine during New Year's dinner. They probably will sing you know, the trending songs of that particular moment, or like if they have the parents, they probably sing the favorite song of the generation. So, and the karaoke machine just at the corner. To be honest, this Chinese restaurant is still kind of small because usually in really big Chinese restaurant you get the private room or the private area for the functions. So this is more like a typical Chinese restaurant where it's more affordable for the usual family. And to be honest, I don't have to speak that loud. Um, the reason is that if I speak loudly when I cut the clip for um, whether it's shorts or whether it's other social media, it makes it easier. So I don't have to adjust the voice too much, because otherwise if I not talking loud enough, then there's some work that needs to be done to enhance the voice. Because it's not good for the audience if the vocal is not loud enough, especially when you actually need some music in the background to enhance the story you're trying to tell. And the music often very loud, and if the music cover what you're saying or makes it really difficult for people to hear what you say, then you might have a very good idea in terms of storytelling. It might be very good, but then the overall quality is bad, and people just turn away, which is something that you don't want. And again, can look for a piece and just right in front of us. And get a line. It's quite interesting on how to build this. Okay, so it's just slightly on top. I think the other build kind of blocked the area. Never mind. I think I really need to change where I place my camera so I can actually see, the frame that I'm filming. Right now, I'm filming blind, which is probably not ideal because when unexpected happens, then I don't know until it's too late. Just take a sip of water first. I do ponder the question sometimes, what is, the true happiness? Is it me, just buying a set and building a set, or is it something else? It's always a hard questions, right? The reason I'm talking about this is, with the imminent um, situation which I need to save money, right? Then it really becomes a question that I really have to answer. But sometimes, you know, prioritizing spending is very difficult for me because spending money is kind of one of my way to manage my stress, and that kind of the difficult part. Imagine not able to, like, I think internet play a very significant part in terms of feeling lost when you can't afford something. Is in the past, right? You don't have that much informations on the materials, so less likely you run in a situation. It's like, yeah, feel bad if I can't, I missed out. It's more like, yeah, just get on with life. But nowadays, it's like, oh, there's so many things hyped up, and you get all the information, and no matter how hard you try, right, there's always the slight situation where you feel missed out, and it's not a good feeling when you missed out stuff. I mean, it doesn't last long, but at that particular moment, it's just not good. And we just built a vanity for the toilet, and then now we're building the toilet seat. And I don't think toilet seat have a proper 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 seat for the minifigure to sit. It's, from the looks of it, this toilet is extremely uncomfortable, but it's relatively clean, I think, because it's all white and clean. There's no shades of brown or yellow around. So this is a pretty clean toilet, but it's not really a comfortable one. Just based on the design of the toilet, I probably won't sit on it because it's probably gonna cut your bum or something like that. That's how uncomfortable it looks. But I guess minifigure has bum made of steel, so they don't really care. So there's a sign to indicate, hey, this is the toilet. I think so, rather than an artwork. And we need to build a door, of course, especially in a restaurant, right? You don't want people to get the extra sense of what's coming out from the toilets. Okay, so this is the toilet. It's just right next to the stairs. Okay, that makes sense. And what next then? Just stabilizing pieces so the wall doesn't fall apart. And as I expected, the second floor doesn't have. I mean, it's still very detailed, but it's not like it's difficult or to build or something like that. It's still pretty quick build, in my opinion. And just some of the things that I need to look for, the pieces that takes time. Again, I should stop mentioning those because we have enough convo in this topic. Just shut up and get on with the build, right? But then, the build is actually too small, so that's why the talk become much more important. And having interesting talk and talk in a way that captures people's heart, it's much more important when making contents like this. So now this is a rooftop on the second level. If you have looked at the package, so it's like, hey, there's a rooftop here, so, and then the main side have 3 levels. So this is what it is, and just need to get it aligned properly. What do I mean aligned properly, right? Lots of people might not understand that, but just go back to the earlier section of the video, then you will understand. Or even other Lego build video, lots of people like to get things aligned in a very unhealthy way. Am I being judgmental by making that statement? No, because I'm one of that type of person. Anyway, trying to progress as quickly as possible. Hopefully, no more mistakes in next few bags. Um, that's what I'm hoping. Uh, and then we can move on to the next bag after this. That's actually quite interesting on how we build the roof. Ah, did I hurt my finger? Well, I didn't hurt my finger, but I think it just grabbed a piece of my skin. And what? This is a irregular way of building stuff. Well, something that I never experienced before. It's always nice to experience something new. Did it blow did it blow me away? No, probably not. But it's interesting enough because I have not tried this type of building technique before. What, three of them? That's interesting on how what? So what does that mean? Is it a stair or is it? I don't know what this is. The lack of knowledge is sometimes quite surprising. Oh, okay. Hmm. So here, like, it's not like built in a way that you can remove the roof easily because the design is like kind of open back, so you're supposed to able to access the toilet from this side. But I think if you want to make a fully enclosed building, you might want to just adjust this so you can take the roof away a bit more easily. That's what I would recommend. Otherwise, you can also build a way where you can open it up from the other side. Um, Either way works. And then there's some other artwork on top. This is the heavenly realm. Looks like that. If you haven't seen the set or that's not own the set or not sure if you should buy the set, I think if you still see the Haven and Rim set from Monkey Kid in stock, I totally recommend that set because that set is pretty good. It's awesome, especially if you like the Asian cultures, and it's something that it's really good. To be honest, you can go check that video. That's also one of my more popular videos on YouTube. I think there's a common theme with popular videos, or my popular videos, I should say, are the ones that are very enthusiastic about the set. I think it's also changed the tone of the talk as well. So yeah, and that makes people want to continue to watch, right? So that's a recommend video from me, because that set is a really good set, no doubt. Probably one of the best from Monkey Kid. And I think I should do a ranking video on Monkey Kid sets. And if you're interested, make sure that you let me know in the comment section below, because I really love to see some comments. I have video with lots of likes, but then zero comments. I wonder how that happened. Well, that's an interesting way to create some external decorations or external details. Some of the design in this set is really useful if you want to create your own Chinatown or something like that. And we're about to finish this bag as well, so we will just probably just an hour in. Oops. There's just some notification on one of the phones that freaks me out because I thought, hey, is it battery running out or storage running out or something like that? Luckily, the smartwatch. Okay, and just apply it like this. So it's quite easy to attach here. So this is how it looks like. It looks pretty good. And then here, just kind of close it off. And that's it for this. And now moving on to back 9. Which means just 10, 11, 12 to go. And then will be probably another 40 to 50 minutes or 1 hour max. Hopefully I get to that point. But I think the next part is also quite similar. You don't see many parts in each number back. I think the most part is like the first 2. And this one, I get to the grandpa. Grandpa has a new sweater. It's a very nice design, which will be quite useful for other minifigure as well, because it's not necessarily a grandpa jersey. But grandpa doesn't have a new face. There's some cars outside. What those people doing that late at night? Hopefully they don't come knock the door. I'll be scared if someone knocked the door that late. So grandpa has a camera. You know, the good thing with like Chinese New Year set is like they often comes with lots of minifigures. So if you're a fan of minifigures like me, then you're gonna be very happy. Apart from some very interesting and nice looking sets, you also get lots of minifigures. Someone burning the tie. Anyway, let's just ignore what's happening outside. Just focus and concentrate on what I'm doing right now. Because there's only one mission for me. It's to get this finished tonight. And I can, focus on filming the detailed looks of this set and have it upload. It's probably, in my time zone, it will be 1st of January. But in most other time zone, rest of the world is still, what should I say? It's still, what's the word? It's still New Year's Eve. So kind of, the window of it being early is short, but well, I, I can't do any better. It's that's the way it is. It's arrived in a time that I only have a few days to get this built and sorted. I mean, I could have completed the building yesterday if I wanted to, but I was just getting too tired. Some interesting way of building things. I mean, like, in other similar East Asian structure, in other themes or in previous set, they do have very similar ways of um, building some of the windows, but this one kind of have a way that I haven't experienced yet, so that's kind of cool. I think it's a very useful technique. You want to build similar structures, or kind of learn it and evolve the technique into something else. That would be also very interesting, and I just make a mistake. Now the mistake is fixed, and then I can apply the other bricks to create the other side of the window. I mean, it looks really nice, but because of the window doesn't actually have covers, I mean, it's open back anyway, um, so that you can't really prevent excessive uh, dust collecting on the set. Um, but these open windows, right? The worst case is, the dust collect in between, and it's really hard to clean those. Like you need to have a small brush, um, and it will take you a few hours to get that sorted. To be honest, it's always the worst thing. Um, you know, if you need to dust Lego, this is really time consuming. I'll give you an example. So, for example, the Ninjago City set. Okay, there's a huge set. To finish dusting it will take probably 90 minutes. That's how difficult. The other set that is very hard to dust is the Welcome to Apocalypse, but from Lego Movie 2. From time to time, there are like sets like that. It's very, very, very hard to dust, even though they look really nice. Um, but that is something that you have to accept if you want to start a Lego like, well, not Lego like hobby like Lego. I think the way that they build the corner is really cool. Absolutely love it. So far, this is a pretty cool set, to be honest. The building experience, it's really fun and enjoyable, and the end result, especially the end result, I think it looks really nice. Now I have to build two of this. So we'll just do it simultaneously, but I think that again that something blocked me, showing me how I build the set. So yeah, did I got it right? Yes, I think so. And then no, I missed something. Damn it. Ah, you got two similar pieces. One is inverted, one is not, right? That actually makes it really hard to find the bricks. It's, yeah, I find it, but actually I got the wrong one. Uh, but it's a unavoidable situation anyway. But I think I got it sorted now. And here, definitely want to get more of this piece once it's available in is it on? Is it on Pick a Brick? Maybe I should consider buying a mic, try to capture the noise of the Lego building, so I don't need to talk that much. I could simply just make a ASMR video. Usually, it's like, I'll say, why don't you just do it? I'm just an ordinary person, and my fingers skins are pretty dry. There's not much appeal on doing ASMR, because if I have a very attractive body, or if my finger skin looks really nice, um, then there are opportunities to do ASMR. And let's be honest, right? It's not like you really want to see, the view like most people. I think let's just stop here. Like, let's just not continue the convo. Makes it's not relevant just to this Lego build, but uh, yeah, there's nothing interesting. Let's just move on and continue to finish building this set. I think is it the right way? Yep, facing the right side. Uh, Interesting though how it kind of have one step towards the inside. Wonder what's the end game here. But the second floor is nearly done. I think the other parts are going to be quite straightforward. Nothing complex here. Things that very similar to the first level. Of course, they have the same roof design or same exterior design, just a different level. Yeah. Okay. This back is nearly done. It's only just past midnight. Do I get there? Because it will be really, really unfortunate if I have to stop here. But I think I might just leave the seat and double check my mic and the camera and the storage, everything is fine before I move on to the next one, because I don't want to end up in a situation that I get to back 11 and then suddenly it's all gone and I finish building it. But again, it's a conversation that I had yesterday, so I should stop repeating um, my conversation. It's not easy, man. Sometimes it's really not easy to not repeat the same conversation. If you try to do something like this, you will understand. That's as simple as that. That's different to a scripted video. To a scripted video, you kind of have a length and like a scripted video, because you kind of written down the script. There's only you can't speak too fast, you can't speak too slow, so you kind of have an idea on how much time you have and kind of limit um, what you can do within that time interval, right? So it's like, hey, do you want to write the script first, or do you want to do the filming first? So it depends on what type of video you're trying to do. But if you do it like unscripted, then sometimes it's a challenge to continue to have engaging conversation. Of course, some people find it easy because either they have natural talents or is what's that? Well, have enough practice and became very good at it. So this are just there to help you, angle the roof tile. I think it's a really good idea because you know what angle it should be rather than try to assume certain things. Oops, the kids are crying. We can't go there yet. Just have to carry on building. Being a bad dad, ignoring the kids crying because I need to finish this. Well, just tonight. I just need to make sure that I have the right direction. I really don't like applying long stickers. It's not that easy. To apply the stickers, I need to do four of them and it works. Oops. Ah, no. Okay. Now that part is secure. Okay. Let's just apply the sticker first. That would be the most time consuming part. So this is back 9 and then back 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I do wish this piece is printed because it's really, really annoying when one of those not aligned the way that I want it to be. But what can you do about it though? I wonder if there's any better way on applying long stickers like this. Okay. Alright, just one more go. Then I can finish off this back and then just double check. I think I guess I should check after back 10 because I think 3 backs are still fine. I don't know. I will check after back 10, I think. Okay, it's getting there, it's getting there. There's another sticker to apply for the artwork on the wall. But this one is not as bad, but I really like the graphic design of this particular artwork. I wonder if there's some kind of famous painting. Anyway. Oh shit. Underestimate the difficulties on this stickers. Anyway, no disaster. I am getting quite sleepy, so anyway. Now, just the similar exterior decoration that we just did on the other side, so I just need to get this sorted here. So first is the smaller one. It's on the side of the corner, so it is a little bit smaller compared to the other ones. And golden frogs. So this part actually, I feel really quick, but maybe when I look at the clock, then it might show a different story. So we need to build this 5 times. So let's just get all the pieces aligned. I kind of build it simultaneously. Well, at least it's 5 times, not 50 times. If it's 50 times, I'd probably start crying. It's, but if you say 50 times and I start crying, then people might think I'm such a weak person. I can tell you that, crying doesn't mean you're a weak person. I think sometimes it's better just cry. Because let's just let your emotion out, right? Because otherwise, at some point, you're gonna snap and break. It'll be ironic. You brick from Lego bricks. I should stop, throwing out jokes like this. I will end up having lots of comments telling me to get out. Anyway, so this is quite easy. I would like, as I mentioned in some earlier videos, if you have repetitive steps like this, don't just do one and then do the other. Just try to, do each step 5 times or something like that. It actually speed up the building. But it requires you to be paying some attention on what the instruction booklet says, because sometimes they don't tell you beforehand. They kind of have the multiple marks later on, and you realize, and then it's like, oh crap, I didn't do this so many times. Anyway, you just attach this to the external wall, and that's pretty much it. Okay, got 2 more here. And then not too low, everything the same height, and that's fine. And yeah, you can see, back 9 is done. It's really started taking shape, and I would say it's looking really good so far. And then it's in 22, so just 10 minutes. We'll do back 10 now, and back 10 basically is just the roof tiles. So it should be quick again. And also you can see the big circular piece. That means it's also the dining table. Just make sure nothing left there. And you have the waiter. And also they introduced a new food piece, which is the noodle. So instead of rice this time, the family is having noodle. It's good to get some new food. Although, compared to the first Chinese New Year Eve dinner set, that one has like tons of new food. That was, really cool to have that many new food pieces. And the mini food we had is the very common one that I've been using in lots of sets in the past few years. That's okay. And is this piece new? I think it's new color, but definitely not new anyway. The waiter is holding the noodles. Really love new food pieces. Okay, now there's a dim sum card. So if you've been to a Chinese restaurant and during the yum cha period, then you will see things like this. And I think it's a very interesting view to have the dim sum cart. So you can actually, build different food, well, of course, in an abstract way, and place it inside this cart, and so you can have the cart selling different dim sum, and ultimately you can have a Chinese restaurant with full-on yum cha going on instead of just a family reunion dinner. I really like the feel of this, even though it's extremely simple, but it's extremely effective in a way that really capture what you see in a Chinese restaurant. So it's like you don't have to be complicated sometimes. Like sometimes it just needs something really fitting the story, and this is an excellent dim sum card in my opinion. It's definitely a highlight of the set, and now my favorite part is adding the flat tiles on the edges of the roof. Um, that's why one reason I think I already mentioned yesterday is the main reason that I really like the modular building series for, because they have plenty of opportunity to build this type of things. This very cool, very enjoyable. It's hard to describe the feeling, but just having a flat tile on top of Lego bricks just really fun, to be honest. And of course, because they having noodle, there are lots of chopstick pieces. Uh, Now I ask myself, why the heck I buy so many chopsticks from Pick a Brick a few years ago, right? So I don't require that many because now I get so many from this set. But of course, in the past, I would not have anticipated um, this set coming out, right? So unless you work in Lego and have insider information, otherwise, it's very unlikely that we'll have any idea of what coming out. Not just a few months earlier, but like a few, well, at least a year early. Because usually, um, as far as I know from some, other videos and documentary, that Lego usually develop new sets were around like 2 years before the actual release date. So yeah, and now we're just gonna apply this on the side of. Oops. Is it a little bit too high on this one now? Why then? Because I got only building this, I realized that I have two of them. I have the golden floor. One step too high. I was like, yeah, how come I couldn't fit it like inside? Went too high. But yeah, the next mission for me is like, okay, how can I reduce mistakes like this when building Lego? Let me just check. My mic is still green, so that's okay. I'll just go check the storage once I finish this step. Make sure that the camera is still running. Don't want disaster to happen. It's so important that no disaster happen for this particular set. Can't afford it. There's lots of these pieces for the roof tile which I set yesterday. I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun, like when you open it back, wow, there's so many pieces, but as you progress, the number of pieces start reducing. Anyway, so this one is easy, just apply on the each of this and then just flip it over. Just double check that there's no repeat of a certain build. I just need to apply this as it is. Okay. Shouldn't take that long anyway. Then after the roof, it will be the table, and then I think in the next two bed will be just other small details. And they kind of leave the dragon costume minifigure late. I think they did the same in the past 2 years as well. Because I think I don't know why, because leaving some of the more desirable minifigure until the end will it really affect the experience? I don't know. I wonder what's Lego um, direction in terms of which minifigure to build next. Okay, so here there's nothing underneath, right? Okay, so I think it's still pretty easy to figure out. I think it's just the place where you don't have the the this bricks, and that's the place where you kind of apply to the slope here. And we just got this one here as well. Yes, exactly same. So it's slightly different to the one on first level. So the first level you have something below the piece here to help you identify what is the position of this. So this one can use something on top for you to determine what is the right position for the roof tile to be attached to. That's also quite interesting. Just make sure that I'm not making the mistake, and I did. I just missed the one that's supposed to have here. Flat tile. And yep. And so there's another small one on the other side that I need to build. But this is a fairly straightforward and quick process. And yeah, is it here? Okay, so it's getting there. All right. I think there's 6 of them. Okay. Why didn't they just do this in the earlier step? Oh, well, I don't know. I think this technique is useful if you want to build a emperor palace of some sort, and this color as well. So, did everyone in Lego Ideas upload an idea with the emperor palace? I don't think so. Eh? Maybe it's not something that would interest people. There are lots of like Japanese style buildings on Lego Ideas. Unfortunately, none of them won the contest. Talking about Lego Ideas, I'm quite disappointed with some of the selection. I mean, Twilight. I know it was popular, and the house that looks nice, but do we really need to have such big set for Lego Ideas, right? Because I kind of miss the days where you know the much more smaller sets get approved. I mean, they do have two of the smaller set get approved this year. Well, in 2023, like the insects, and also the one with the, the what's that image of like space and STEM. That was pretty cool, but that wasn't my cup of tea though. It's like remember the days when like Wally, the Beatles Yellow Submarine, those are actually smaller sets, but now it's like Lego Ideas few really big sets. It makes it expensive as well. But I think it's a lot more challenging to have a set that is small while having lots of details. Because if you go big, right, there are lots of things that you can do because of the size and also the number of pieces that you can have in that set. Um, anyway, nearly there, nearly there. There's two more back, and what time is it? Is it 12:30 already? So it's about an hour, slightly more. So just want to make sure that the roof tile I'll probably attach. I mean, it's not like insecure. It's just the angle of it makes it really hard to to see. But yeah, um, hopefully the next two back is easy enough to get through. Let's hope it doesn't take like more than 20 minutes each, right? Then I can get this finished on time. Well, not on time, but you know what I mean. Okay, so all the roof tile are done. Now turn back and then start, putting all the stuff on the table. First step is easy. Just put the chairs on. I think it will be an awesome set, like if it's fully enclosed. So, how should I prioritize? I'm definitely we'll see this sets, under some discount at some point, but not sure it will last until the end of 2024 because this is you know a set that will appeal to people that are not interested in Chinese New Year as well. That is the only thing because I'm not sure if you have been following Chinese New Year thing. So the parade didn't sell that well. The Ice Festival also didn't sell that well. Um, but but that Lantern Festival, the park which is modular building compatible, that one sell pretty well. Um, and which one? Um, of course, the New Year's dinner. So yeah, if it's have a nice building, it usually sell pretty well. Oops. So we need to put 6 chopsticks on the table. Yeah, it would be funny to let Harry Potter hold the chopsticks himself. He's magic wand, Voldemort, and Harry Potter can have a competition in sipping noodles. Anyway, I think Harry Potter will have the edge against Voldemort in terms of eating ramen, something like that. This is you can breathe with. Oh well, Voldemort have nostril as well, so maybe not such a big advantage. Anyway, totally not related to this. We're just gonna put all the bowls onto the table. I got something wrong there. Oh, actually, it's a small lazy Susan here. So fairly interesting. Because I thought, hey, it's a smaller table that we might not get the Lazy Susan action features, but we did, so it's nice. And we don't get extra bowl this time, because usually, oops, yes I did. I did. Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. So there's some uh, wrapping pastry, some sort on the table, but unfortunately, it's not printed. It'd be a lot better if they're like printed food on the table, but then it's a smaller table, so I don't think it will fit. And then say pot of vegetables and a tray of dim sum and buns. They use the cupcake pieces instead of a unique piece. But definitely after this bag, I'll need to check if you know my camera is still running. Anyway, you do get an extra noodle piece. That's cool to have. Always love additional food pieces. And then after all the food's on the table, then I just put the table onto the tray. Yep. And after this, I just put it on top on the of the first level, and that's it. Oh, is there anything to? Oh, okay. So that's how it's connected. So you don't see the typical piece on modular buildings, but in a fairly simple way. It's also quite secure. And after building the second level, I find it way much more taller than I was expecting. This is a pretty cool thing to expect, but like, this is really nice. Um, but I also ask questions on if I want to make it um, fully modular or fully enclosed, what do I need, right? This one I'm really interested in doing that, but before that I just need to double check the camera is still running, battery still looks good. Yep, it's still running. It's been running 1 hour and 43 minutes. Because yesterday was 2 hours, so I think I was able to finish it without any issues. So this back 11 now. There's slightly more pieces in this because it's gonna be the top level, and you still don't get the dragon costume yet. That would be the final dragon. They really leave it till the end. Right? Let me just have a seat. I don't think there's that many pieces. I think just some of the big pieces around. And let's just fast track this. So there's a couple wearing the same outfit. I think this is a new torso with the space jacket. This is actually pretty cool torso, to be honest. And the guy has the red scarf. Mm, they all reuse existing minifigure heads. No added facial expressions. Yeah, that's fine. Not every time you need a new variant. So if every time you have new variant, then you have like lots of you know Lego um to collect. And I don't think I can cope with you know that many variant. Just can't afford it. Anyway, I think the new new stamp piece, not as good as the before one. This is a little bit hard for the minifigure to hold on to it. And my volume just dropped again. Anyway, I do think there are quite a few interesting talks I should clip out, but I didn't take notes, so well, let's see how it goes. And the lady has a smartphone on her hand. It's an orange version, so I have 2 minifigure, and now we just need to just move the main building aside and do this here. So let me figure it out which way it should, which way. Hey, okay. Anyway, let's just let it fold it naturally. So yep, and this, and wait, and then this here. So you see that actually not many pieces in this bag, and I pretty much got all the big pieces aside. And this one's not aligned, unfortunately, so I have to fix it a little bit. Okay. Which means so nearly there. Usually here it takes some time just because I need to get the alignment right, but it's pretty simple, nothing complicated here. Just getting all the bricks in place. And what next? Okay. So yeah, just a few moments to go, and then we're done. Dead air, dead air. You know, really try to concentrate and forgot about, hey, I need to, what, not that I need to, it would be better to have something going on while I build a set. So I just need to make sure that I got the right color, because sometimes getting the wrong color is also frustrating as well. So yes, the parts there to ensure it's going to be secure when you put it on top of the level below. Otherwise, you know, if you move it around and it just sleep over, which is not ideal. Anyway, okay, there's 4 of this. So the base already pretty much done. So I think this bag will slightly take a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be taking that long. It's just the top level. That's done. Hopefully nothing missed. And then turn back here. Yes, the hope I didn't get the wrong direction. If I got it wrong, I don't think I think I just got it wrong, because I think this one is the side that facing forward, so all the Lego marks should have faced the other way. Yep. Unfortunately, it happened. It happened. It happened no matter how hard you try. Well, I don't think I try hard enough, right? It's the whole point of me trying to speed through the thing. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. No, because of the set, just my incompetency. Anyway, once we get to this point, then everything should move fairly quickly. It's just a matter of putting the set, not putting the set, putting in pieces at the right place. That's what Lego is supposed to be. Anyway, but there's no right or wrong place. It's just if you put in different places, then you just get a different outcome. But it's not wrong. It's still your own creation. So what's next? Why I couldn't locate the other remaining? Oh, it's just right here. And sometimes get to this part and then it gets really quick. Yeah. And then I was already feeling some exterior detail already. I think the final one just some other exterior decoration, and that's it, I think. Just put it here. Okay, the next one, it's just on the front. There's not much thing here, just the edges trying to be a little bit smooth compared to having exposed studs. So it's fairly simple, nothing surprising here, and then apply to the edges. And you have a pretty nice looking edge of the rooftop. And somehow this side is using a darker color. Does it make sense having dark color? I think it's okay. And then we got the edge. Oops. Just make sure that's all line. See, when all the big pieces are gone, then it suddenly feels like, hey, there's actually not much going on. And then just a little bit more of the exterior details. What happened here? Okay. Still not able to see some of the structure on how it's supposed to be, and then we need to get 5 of this. The thing that I mentioned a few backs earlier on the corner, the rooftop of the corner, so it's just a similar thing. And we just need to do it 5 times. And soon we'll finish this bag and then move on to the final bag, and hopefully everything is still intact. I see some extra pieces. I'm pretty sure you will need to do the same. Sometimes if I jump ahead and figure out, hey, that was a mistake, then that won't be as good. Okay, make sure I got all the thing in the right direction. This is the rooftop. Apply in the wrong direction anyway. And yep, Xperia. And exactly, I should have prepared those two while I was doing the other five because I knew it will be using or built in the same way as the other five. Could have saved some time, but not that much. And yeah, the remaining one is the dining table on top. And well, it's just the corner, some of the angle, the design on top of the roof, and then apply here. And that's the next page is creating some, plantation or flower pots for the edges. Uh, this is also a different ways of building it, and it looks really cool to be honest. I still haven't built, but I can see the next step of the instruction. It does look pretty cool. There's another new way on building, pots. Now, what kind of plants they are growing, I would not comment, but hopefully the legal kind of herbs. Oops. Okay. Oh, you say color, different color. I mean, I'm not sure if it's new. It's the teal color. I'm not sure if I ever have leaves in this color, but it's a nice touch to have a different color of leaves. Add some more color to the sets, and then this one need to have a red flower. So yeah, so far it's looks pretty cool, and the flower pot kind of on the edge of the roof. Looks cool so far. And then there's a heater on the other side. Of course, you need a heater because it's, well, at least in the northern hemisphere, it's a winter season. So if you are, sitting outdoor, then you will need the outdoor heater. And I think this is a brilliant build. Because it will be very useful. Not just Chinese restaurant, and if you are, you know, building a outdoor restaurant of any sorts, because this is actually pretty common um, across the globe. You need to stay warm, otherwise, if you sit outside and it's really cold, and that's not going to be comfortable, right? And that's not going to be good business for sure. Because people would complain, oh yeah, where is the restaurant? The food are good, but I got a seat outside, and it was really cold night, and that's not something that you want from a restaurant. So the seat is built exactly the same way as the seat on the main dining area. Oh, I mean, it makes sense, right? It's the same restaurant. Of course, you're gonna have the same style of seats. It's gonna be weird if you go to a restaurant and the seats are all different. I mean, there are places like that, but in general, if you go to a Chinese restaurant, it's very unlikely. Okay, and This one will not have the lazy Susan, so just a table on top, and that's pretty much back 11, and then we get to the final bag, and it's a very small bag, so definitely this will be done in a few minutes, probably like 5 to 7 minutes. And finally, we get to the dragon minifigure. So they use the gold color this time. I wish they keep everything in the red color, and then they can rehash in the next 12 years to the gold color, right? Because when you have all those minifigure lined up, that might not look consistent. And I wish, well, do you need to tell? Probably not, but I appreciate they make a new mold for the dragon head instead of using some existing one, because the existing one more like Western style dragon. This one is more um, Eastern style to be much more authentic, and I say pretty cool figure. I really like it, despite the color. But I think for the dragon, it can be slightly um, golden because of dragon usually depicted as much more higher hierarchy compared to other things. And I think I just dropped a piece onto the floor. I just need to use my feet to grab it. And I spent a minute just to grab a piece that fallen onto the floor. Anyway, I wonder what this is. Again, we got some chopsticks again. Chopsticks. I think it's pretty cool that Lego created this chopsticks piece. I'm feeling a bit hungry. I haven't eaten that much for dinner tonight. Supposedly this time I'm usually already sleeping, so I won't feel hungry again when I wake up. And now I'm feeling very hungry. And we're just making some plates for the couple upstairs. This was yeah. I wish some of the food are printed, which I already mentioned when I was building a table below. Well, and then there's another tray of food. What is this then? No idea. The thing is with food without print explicitly indicate, then that's really open to interpretation, to your own interpretation of what it is. Okay, I think this is just some soups. Whether it's red bean soup or something else, then we can decide. What is this? So the bowl is supposed to be at the center of it, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, everything is done, and then we need to create some of the decoration. I think put a few good pieces of the case here. It's not easy. Hope everything doesn't fall over. I need to have this kind of, oh no, this one, short one, kind of go under like this. And then connect to the other piece here, which is this one. Okay, and it will attach to both corner. And then you have a few lanterns hanging around. So that's pretty much, that's not much in the final bag, just adding more exterior details. There's still a lot though, because some of them kind of takes time to build, but so far been really nice. I think I just need to connect it at the right place. Yes, this one here. Sometimes this is quite hard to get to the right angle, but I think I done pretty well. And then the other lantern with the dragon print. So this one with dragon, this is, if you have buy all the Chinese New Year set before, this is actually pretty important because each of the set has the this lantern piece, but each year will be a unique print of the zodiac of that year. So hopefully they really carry on in the next 6 years and we get a full set. But something that you only notice if you really pay attention to it. It's a really nice thing to have. And now let's the frogs. I think. Well, I think they use the golden frogs, but I don't think it represents a frog here. I think it's more representing um, the look of the dragon. Yeah, so this one just connect onto the side. Okay, let me just check. The mic is still on. It's really like it's like the final moment, and then we've done the top part, and we just need to put it on top of the building. I'll just bring the building a little bit closer. Hopefully the camera captures it, and just sit on top, just like this. And here's why there's two pieces gonna stick out, so it's just prevent it to slide off um, by pulling it, kind of secure it. But of course, if you turn it around, then thing will kind of fall over. Then we need to add two fireworks on the other side, so there will be some fireworks. And this building technique is not new; it's been there for a few years since they introduced the Chinese New Year set. I think it's not the first year, but I think the second one with the dragon dance. Not dragon dance, the lion dance. We got two fireworks on this side. So pretty much you can walk up to the roof here. So I guess there's a stairs come up here. There's a door you can get through. But they didn't make that in this set. So it's supposed on the other side that you have to create on your own. There's actually just four more stickers to apply, and that's it. This one is not easy though. there's lots of connectivity around. And, here, have this machine and there, just a little bit more. Okay, this side. They should have just say, hey, you need to create two of this. It's exactly the same build. Should have created like both sides at once. You know, sometimes even the Lego instruction kind of feel inconsistent. Okay, and then this gonna touch into here. So this is gonna apply at the front of the streets. Yep. Oh, so that thing connecting it actually. Uh, let me fix that. I don't want it to face the wrong way. Because I don't like the molding joint kind of exposed on top. Somehow I managed to avoid that on the top, but yeah, once I see that, it's like now I have to fix that. Anyway, it's not that hard to fix. Okay, so and then we've got two more lanterns. Yeah, this one how they use yeah pumpkin piece for lantern as well. So 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. And then this one is just second one from the right. And also this lantern here. Oh, it's been a long night. Doing it. Okay, just a few more steps to go. This is basically creating the camera sign. Not camera sign, what? The restaurant signage of the restaurant. So I think it's just getting too late. Okay, and yeah, okay, and it's too quick to this side. And, yep, hopefully I got the right angle. There's an interesting way to create the signage, uh, having this stick underneath. And after this, I think just got another tree that I have to build, and that's pretty much finished. And I got it right because it's hard to tell if I got the right position. Anyway, it should be fine. And then stay here, having the arms. Okay, and then apply this piece here. And this two piece, then I will need to put the sticker on. So just need to be careful that I don't mess up with the alignment. It's always hard to apply stickers on a round tile, and especially late at night. I think I've done pretty well on this one. Let's see on the other side. Hopefully, no mistake. Yep. And then the final one is the signage going down. It's probably a little bit more difficult because of the size of the sticker. Oops, just tilted a little bit, but well, what can I do about that? Sometimes it's just happen. And finally, apply the stickers on the other side as well. Okay, this one turns out a little bit better. And then have it connect. Yeah. Okay. And I have this side stick out on the other side. And that's pretty much the signage. That's pretty cool. I think that is what I think. And then finally, the plants. So Mandarin plants. I think last year, was it last year or the year before with the not last year, I think the year before, the one with multiple events, and they already have plants like this, very similar. Let's say different build. I like that one better, but they use the same piece to just create the Mandarin, and then I need to create 8 of this, and that's it. That will be the end of the build after this. That's just, and hopefully everything is still good. Like it'll be funny. I think losing the audio is fine. I'll just upload without the audio, but because it's just building, right? Worst case, I can put some background music on, but there's no storage, and that's much more of an issue. And I drop it on the floor again. Oh, okay. And that's it. Those are the extra pieces, and I just put all the leaves together. Yeah, the main reason I think the other set has better execution of the pie, just the shape of it. Is this one, on top is kind of like too open up, I think. But still good though, having the orange color. It's not bad at all. It's just not as good as the other one. Anyway, I think my voice is getting really quiet in the last portion of the video, and something just right in front of the entrance. which makes sense. And yeah, this is the set, and finally got it done. But looking pretty nice, and really love the height and the depth of it. The size is pretty good with some excellent minifigures. So I can't wait to get to an in-depth look of this set, which should come in the next day, hopefully, if I'm able to find time to actually do the filming of that, because it's gonna film differently. But I already know, what I'm going to talk about with this set. It looks really good, and yeah, I managed to finish it before the end of the year. And don't forget to look forward to the detailed, in-depth look of this set, and I'm gonna go to bed tonight.